All right, guys, Jameson and Alex here. Today we are talking about the College of Dance Bard from Griffin Saddlebag, Book 1, so make sure you check that out. If you're new to the channel or the series, what we're going to do is go through all the abilities gained in the subclass. We're going to rate the roleplay, combat, and synergy based on how the abilities gained improve the base class. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to be entered in our D&D Beyond Sourcebook bundle giveaway.
Or another giveaway of choice.
It's a big one. That being said, let's get right into it. What do we get, Alex?
We're dancing. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're dancing. We're going to get fast movement when you join the College of Dance at 3rd level. Your walking speed increases by 10 feet. When you reach 6th level and 14th level in this class, your walking speed increases by an extra 5. So a total of 20 additional movement speed. Eat your heart out, monks and barbarians.
Yeah,
I mean, can move too.
Hey, I'm just thinking Tabaxi, Dance Cat. You could just reenact, the Broadway play.
Don't do that.
Cats.
Don't do that.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Anyways, level 3 also, we have inspirational dance, because why not? You learn how to use the universal language of dance. As a bonus action, you can expend one use of your uses of bardic inspiration to dance and reinvigorate a creature other than you who can see you. Important. When you do, roll a bardic inspiration die. That creature gains temp HP equal to the number rolled plus your charisma modifier. Okay. When a creature gains temp HP in this way, it can immediately use its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks or take the dodge action. So that is a major defensive ability,
yes,
which we'll get to in the rating portion. But just think about that here. How much healing or temp HP you're putting out there.
We're shielded. We're not healing, we're shielded.
Yeah.
But still.
And compare to, like something like, I don't know, cure wounds or something. Just saying. Keep that in mind.
At level 6, we have entrancing movement. Your movements become so graceful that even the most cold-hearted enemies are filled with remorse for having stopped your graceful dance. Whenever a creature hits you with an opportunity attack, the creature takes psychic damage equal to your charisma modifier plus half your bard level. I repeat, half your bard level.
I'll take it.
In addition, you can use your dance to cast the Charm Person spell without expending a spell slot. When you cast in this way, the target doesn't have advantage on the saving throw if you're currently fighting it, which is normally how that works. Mm-hmm. When you reach 14th level in this class, you can cast the Irresistible Dance spell in this way as well. A spell cast with this feature requires only somatic components, so no verbals. So counterspell, screw you. After you cast a spell this way, you can't use this feature again until you cast it until you finish a long rest. So
all right.
The way that is worded, you can cast both of them once.
Yeah, so free spell slots, you'll take it no matter what, but also the bonus to the charm.
Yes.
Not only, can you do it in combat now with it actually being effective,
it's
but
not
also
counterspell.
It's not going to be counterable because there's no
verbals.
No verbal. So, yeah, very interesting on that side. And then lastly, short and sweet, to the point subclass, but very effective. Endless Dance at 14. Your dance has become so invigorating that it can inspire an ally to attack. A creature that gains temp HP from your inspirational dance can choose to use its reaction to make one weapon attack. In addition, your endless dancing allows you to more easily avoid being hit. You can use a bonus action to take the dodge action, and whenever you use a bonus action to expend a bardic inspiration die, you can take the dodge action as part of that bonus action. So you're just
dancing,
bobbing and weaving, constantly. That's right. It's just, that's a great defensive option for there. But as you can tell, this is a very interesting Bard subclass. It's going to give you some extra.
You move it around.
Support, utility, defensive options. Mm-hmm. So we'll get it right into that in the rating portion. First up is the roleplay asterisk, as always. Talking about roleplay, we're talking about interacting with the world around you, interacting with NPCs, non-combat scenarios, avoiding combat, basically things outside the initiative order. Not talking about your class fantasy, history, lore, background, that's on you as a player. Can't rate you, but we can rate the abilities gained in the subclass, how they might improve your potential in those roleplay scenarios. So, all that being said, there are a few key points to this. And not key points like a monk, but key important points to this. Walking speed is never bad for RP. One, because chases are a thing, exploration's a thing. Mm-hmm. Having extra movement, you're never going to be upset about that. So that can come into play. Though it's maybe on a niche side, depending circumstantially on your surroundings. If you're in a dungeon or whatever, maybe it comes up, maybe it doesn't. Another thing to not discredit is the indirect healing that you get.
Correct.
Since you do get eventually Bardic Inspiration die back on a short rest, you're going to be able to pump out a lot of healing comparable to, a low-level Cure Wounds. But, temp HP can be put above your max HP. So, theoretically, you could start the day off, throw everybody, go around the table, give everyone some temp HP.
Everybody get a little shield.
And then, take a short rest before you go out for the adventuring day, get your, your die back. And
everybody go eat breakfast. I'm going to take a little nap, a little power nap for start the day. Yeah.
So, some interesting stuff with that, which is going to save your party a lot of spell slots. And you as well. So you don't have to use spell slots to do that. And as a bard, too, with Magical Secrets, you get access to extra spells. You could go that route and take extra healing. So you just have tons of available healing options. Situational abilities with the Charm and Irresistible Dance. Again, more free spell slots. You don't have to use spell slots for those. It's not much, but it is free spell slots. And those are very limited, especially for casters.
You can't complain about free.
No. So that can come into play. And both of those spells could be used in RP circumstances as well. But other than that, that's basically it. So we just went with a 3 out of 5 in the roleplay. Some interesting options, but most of them fall more in the indirect, situational kind of category than like a very specific to RP.
Yeah, skill checks and bonuses to that kind of thing. But this may be about dancing. But you're dancing while you're fighting people, and you're going to be
breakdance fighting.
Yeah, you're breakdance fighting, and you're going to be a problem. Is what you're going to be, because obviously with the combat, moving is always great because you can get to stuff or B get away from stuff whenever you need to, and being mobile with how much support you're going to be giving with base bard anyway, plus what the subclass gives you, being able to get to wherever you need to position yourself to do whatever is fantastic. It just helps you do whatever you're going to be doing much more reliably. There we go. Syntax, hate it. So of course, third level, bonus action, Bardic Inspiration to reinvigorate somebody. So you're cracking out some temp HP as a bonus action. Wonderful.
Better than Cure Wounds.
Correct. Because
it's like...
Yeah, it's a range.
It's like Healing Word.
It's Healing Word.
But
Cure Wounds...
amount.
And it's going off your charisma modifier, which is your casting stat, which is great. It should be. And then, if they want to, they can use the reaction to, dodge, to either dodge or just move without provoking opportunity attacks. So you can help get a friend that's being swarmed away, or at least dodge. Like, heck, given your paladin who's being surrounded by 3 things to dodge, as its reaction is great. Because he's like, I'm going to stay right here, but you can't freaking hit me because I'm feeling the groove, man. Feel the beat. Start dancing around on people. It's great. Hey, just let me enjoy this. It's fine. With our entrancing movement, of course, the drawback is, opportunity attack. You don't want to get hit by those, but if you ever are, you're going to make them feel that pain because you're going to deal a psychic damage. It's one of the 2 best damage types in existence. It's going to be charisma mod plus half your bard level, so that's going to feel kind of chunky to start with. And then, of course, you get 2 different CC spells. Normally, you're not casting Charm Person in combat, but this gives you the option to do so because they don't have advantage on a saving throw because you're hitting them in the face. And, of course, the Irresistible Dance is both a really funny spell and B, surprisingly effective to use in combat when you actually read mechanically how the spell works. So the fact that you can cast both of those spells, once for free, which is great, especially once you get to 14. It's the big one. Getting that free Irresistible Dance, so from group crowd control is never a bad thing. And of course, your capstone where you can just take the dodge action as a bonus action every single turn. Just helps you not get hit by stuff. So you can just be constantly dancing around and allowing you to take the dodge action as part of the bonus action when you spend Bardic Inspiration dice. So you all...
For free, yeah.
Every single turn, unless your bonus action is specifically doing some other base class ability or some other subclass ability or some specific spell you're wanting to cast, you can just take the dodge bonus action no matter what you're doing, primarily every single turn almost.
It makes me think too, like this kind of like an RPG term, like an evasion tank. You could, your hit die is not, not a D6, so that's something.
But you're definitely going to be the second tankiest thing in your party, most likely. Unless there's a barbarian and a paladin in there,
Yeah,
you're going to be very hard to hit.
Give. I mean, by level 14, you're able to take the dodge action as a bonus action. You can inspire yourself.
Yep.
So you could just keep yourself topped up with 10 HP, and whenever you do get hit, you just bonus action, give myself more 10 HP and dodge again.
Yeah, it's like here's my butt. I'm gonna shake it in front of your face. That's what this guy likes to do. Original rump shakers. All that being said, we gave it a 4.5 out of a possible 5 on combat because this just helps Bard do what it does better already in combat wise with all of the support. But you're much more mobile. You're much more tanky with all the built-in dodge action and the temp HP you're giving yourself and everybody else in in combat in your party. Aside from fighting against things that summon like extra things to combat, this would be one of those things that would just frustrate DMs to oblivion. You're just like, okay, I hit everybody for like 30 damage, this big AoE thing, and this Bard's like, yeah, but I gave all of them like 1d12 temp HP just like 4 seconds ago. It's like, well, there went half the damage I dealt with that big creature's ability. Great, and to watch the Bard just dance around on his head to be like, here's my butt, temp HP. Whee!
Brutal.
Yes.
But synergy. How these things go. I mean, you can already kind of get the idea of how things work. Obviously, Bardic Inspiration and spell slots are your biggest things to work with as a Bard. And this thing is giving you loads to do with both of those. You're getting so much extra utility that you don't get access to with Bardic Inspiration, giving, pseudo healing, but also an extra effect on top of that with the Bardic Inspiration, and then giving yourself a ton of defensive options, and not using spell slots for a decent amount of healing that you can keep people topped off, even above their max HP, which is important.
Yes.
I will mention, though, too, that you have to keep in mind temp HP overrides previous temp HP, so you can't just, stack temp HP on your party. So there is something with that. So if someone's not getting hit or they get hit for, you give them 12 temp HP and they get hit for, 7, they still have temp HP, so you're like, I could maybe top them off, but I could end up rolling really bad and giving them, only 1 more than they have. So it's kind of a weird thing with that. But overall, the amount of spell slots that you can save with, using that for healing and just buffering your party, especially at lower levels, is a big deal. Because, you do eventually get your D12 with Bardic Inspiration, which is great. But right off the bat, you're getting a D6.
Yeah.
So early on, you have way less health than you have at higher levels, just in general, because con scores are a thing, So you get extra health on top of that. But yeah, very interesting with the support options. A great evasion tank if you want to try to play that kind of thing. It's very different. Not really common in D&D to have that kind of thing, just because dodge is typically not used because it takes your action to do so.
Right.
So to have it as a bonus action just opens up a lot of what you can do. So you could cast a spell and dodge, which is just wild.
Wonderful.
So yeah, very interesting, very flavorful, especially with the. I just imagine, you could be super annoying. Too, just taunting people.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you'd be an absolute turd to deal with. Yeah.
For as a bard too, with the charisma, you're just taunting them. You'll never get this.
You can't touch me. I'm over here. Oh, you still can't. Can't touch me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, lots of fun that could be done with this. But yeah, great synergy with the spells, great synergy with the Bardic Inspiration. We gave it a 4.5 as well in the synergy. Yep. So just a really solid option for a bard. I think it's probably one of the best bards we've done, especially unofficial.
Yeah.
Officially, I would say, just my words up here, it's very different from Eloquence Bard.
But it's up there.
Efficiency-wise, it is, right up there with Eloquence Bard. But it doesn't feel like it's broken to me.
No.
Which is very important with homebrewed.
And this is a prime example of, for those of you out there who have either tried to or been dabbling in making your own subclasses and stuff, it doesn't have to be complicated to be both interesting, fun, and effective.
Right. I think that's one thing that we've seen a lot with Griffin Saddlebag in particular with their subclasses, which every one that we've done I've been at least interested by.
Yeah.
Maybe not a big fan of some of them, but the theme of them is always
either the
great.
theme behind or the mechanics they're trying to do with it. It was like, oh, that's cool.
It's always interesting.
Okay, I see what they're doing there.
But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications so you can see when all of our new videos are coming out. As always, thanks for watching.